Good morning, dear 8th standard students. Once again, we are back with our online SST class. Children, I welcome you all for the second semester session of our academic year 2021 and 22. So, from 22nd of November, we start our second semester session. And today we are starting the first lesson of our second semester in social science subject. And the name of the lesson is Socio-Religious Reforms. So, let us see in the introduction what does the lesson speak about socio-religious reformation. Now children, years back, that is in the 18th century, our country was having a number of social evils prevailing in our country. Now, what were these social evils? Like superstition, ignorance, evil social customs, caste system, higher caste, lower caste. The society was divided into classism and casteism. Now, various evil customs like Dudh Piti, where a newborn girl child was dipped in a bowl filled of water. Then Sati Pratha, where a woman had to die on the death pyre of her dead husband. Then denial of widow remarriage. There was no permission for widows to remarry in the Indian society. All these evil customs were widely spread in our country till the 19th century. Now, a lot of awakening was going on in the western countries of the world during the 19th century, and due to western awakening in the 19th century, there began a process of removing these evil customs from the society. A number of socio-religious reformers like Rajaram Mohan Roy, Dayanand Saraswati, Ramakrishna Paramhans, and many more other communities, reformers, they made efforts to bring reformation in our Indian society. Now, in today's session, in the first part of lesson number 1, we are going to study about two socio-religious such reformers, namely Rajaram Mohan Roy, who is said to be the pioneer of the social reformation in the Indian society. And the second socio-religious reformer today we are going to study is about Dayanand Saraswati. Which organizations in India they had started to bring reformations in the Indian society, and how did they bring about reformation in our society? Let us study in today's first part. Now, Rajaram Mohan Roy is a very famous personality in our Indian society. When he was born, children, yes, it was in the year 1772. Rajaram Mohan Roy was born in a Brahmin family in the Hooghly district of the state of Bengal in a village named Radha Nagar. His brother's wife became Sati at his brother's death pyre, which shook Rajaram Mohan Roy very deeply, and he decided then that he has to do something against this evil pratha known as Sati Pratha from the Indian society. He has to remove this system. He strongly protested other evil customs like child marriage, casteism, as well as Dudh Piti, and therefore he started a Bengali newspaper known as Samvad Kaumudi in the year 1821 CE. Then in the year 1822, he started Mirat ul Akbar, another newspaper in Persian language. Rajaram Mohan Roy was a learned man in the Indian society, and he wanted to do something, some reformations he wanted to bring to eradicate the social evils and customs going on in the Indian society. Now, to bring changes in the society, in the year 1828, Rajaram Mohan Roy established an organization named as Brahmo Samaj, and also a Hindu college he started in Kolkata. As he was a Bengali, you can see the picture of Rajaram Mohan Roy, who Rajaram Mohan Roy was, how he looked. You can see clearly in this slide. He recommended some changes to the British government, such as independence of the press, freedom of speech, women's rights, personal liberty, and judiciary independence from executive. All this he demanded to the British government, as during that century the British government was ruling over our country. Now Raja Ram Mohan Roy started a movement to abolish the sati system, and as a result the British Governor General Lord William Bentinck, he passed a law to abolish sati pratha. We have studied about this, children, in the first semester also. And in the year 1829 CE, the law to abolish sati pratha was passed by Lord William Bentinck, and he took the initiative to lay foundation of Indian Renaissance. That was Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Now in the year 1880, Raja Ram Mohan Roy was sent to England by the Emperor of Delhi. Why, children? Yes, the Emperor sent Raja Ram Mohan Roy because Raja Ram Mohan Roy by profession was a lawyer, and he was sent to England in regard of a property case. But in the year 1883, Raja Ram Mohan Roy died at Bristol. The Brahmo Samaj continued to abolish the rigid and superstitious religious beliefs prevalent then, even after the death of Raja Ram Mohan Roy. So all these were the efforts of Raja Ram Mohan Roy to bring social and religious reformations in the Indian society. Now today's second personality that we are going to study in the first part regarding social religious reformation is Dayanand Saraswati. As we all know, we have visited at Madhvi the Kranti Veer Smarak, and there along with there we see in India Gate the building that is made there about Dayanand Saraswati also, the village where he was born, the house where he lived. Pictures are picturized there about Dayanand Saraswati as he was born near Morbi in the Tankara village in Saurashtra. In childhood, he realized idol worship and religious rituals to be worthless, meaningless, and he renounced his family and worldly life in search of truth. He traveled across India for 15 years and he also studied yoga. He became a sannyasi and studied philosophy of Hinduism from Swami Virjanand, who was his guru in Mathura. Now, Dayanand Saraswati advocated classless and casteless society. He didn't want people to be divided on basis of classism and casteism. He wanted to eradicate this system from the society. Now, through Vedas, he acquired deep insight to the Indian culture and religion. He preached the people to go back to the Vedas and wrote a book named as Satyartha Prakash, as we saw in the previous slide, that he renounced his family and worldly life in search of truth, and therefore he named his book as Satyartha Prakash. He made people aware that in Vedas there is no mention of evil customs like idol worship, rituals, child marriage, sati pratha, as well as untouchability. Now in this slide we can see Dayanand Saraswati. Who Dayanand Saraswati and how he looked like. Now Dayanand Saraswati advocated monotheism, which means that there is only one God. He preached in Hindi and he started an organization named as Arya Samaj in the year 1875. Its branches were in Lahore, Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, and Gujarat. Now, Arya Samaj, started by Dayanand Saraswati, brought a lot of changes in the Indian society. But after the death of Dayanand Saraswati, the activities were carried out by Lala Hansraj, Pandit Gurudutt, and Lala Lajpat Rai in the year 1902 CE. Kangdi Gurukul was established near Haridwar by Swami Shraddha Nanda, and Arya Samaj Kanya Mahavidyalaya was started in Vadodara in our state of Gujarat, which focused on inculcating discipline, dignity of labor, tolerance, patience, and moral values. So in this manner, children, Dayanand Saraswati made a lot of effort to eradicate the social evils from our society and advocated some reformations in the Indian society and established Arya Samaj. The activities of Arya Samaj were carried out even after his death. Now, children, what did we study in today's first part of lesson number 1? What kind of social evils, customs prevailed in the 19th century in our country? Now, who Raja Ram Mohan Roy and how he became the first Indian social reformer? Work of Raja Ram Mohan Roy, the organization named as Brahmo Samaj, started by Rajaram Mohan Roy. Now, then we also saw who was Dayanand Saraswati and his achievements as a socio-religious reformer. So, based on today's explanation, I have prepared a homework exercise. Only fill in the blanks I am giving children. See that you start. If many pages are remaining in your first semester notebook, continue writing in the first semester notebook, but on the fresh page, better decorated with written as second semester. And lesson number 1, write the name of the lesson, and you can write the exercises sent to you in the PDF of our class group. So that's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.